Hello, this is part 2 in a 2-part message on the subject of women preachers and women in ministry. So, should women preach? I believe that the church would be at a loss without the ministry of, say, Joyce Meyer. She has her faults like the rest of us. Some would question the soundness of her doctrines. But the Bible doesn't tell us to watch our doctrines only. We're supposed to manage our lives as well. Joyce has a powerful testimony on the subject of forgiveness. Her dad gave her an awful time of it when she was younger. Theologically speaking, maybe a few crosses are missing from her T's and not all the I's are dotted. But she heaped burning coals on her dad's head until one day she poured water on it at his baptism. You can't argue with that level of godliness. Some of you hate fellow brethren without any reason, and she had every reason to hate her dad. I present a few points. If you want to go into ministry, I'd ask this question: is it for the glory of God, for the furthering of his kingdom, or is it about a victory for the girls? 2. Are women preachers held to the same level of accountability for their behaviour as the male counterparts? 3. When male preachers fall, and some do, they're called on to resign and are subjected to discipline in their congregations. They get the most unmerciful flack from other Christians too. Why is it that the women who are involved in the affairs with them are rarely, if ever, named? 4. The Bible doesn't clearly address how we're supposed to manage female preachers and ministers. It wasn't an issue back then. 5. Are the women who desire leadership able to manage their households, like the Proverbs 31 woman? You see, if you want to go into ministry, you have to be able to manage your home first. We already mentioned 1 Timothy 3, and in that, hospitality is mentioned as one of the requirements. I've been seen off at the door by 1 or 2 Christian women, and I have been insulted in houses too. Their husbands wouldn't have got away with treating their wives' friends like that. I've been yelled at by some women in church. Clearly, they were operating in some kind of controlling demon. If a man yelled at a woman at church, he'd be hauled up for it. Point number 7. Do you still see your husband as your head, as in Ephesians 5:23? Or are you the dominant partner? You'll carry that into your ministry and you'll get away with it. However, in your church, the result will be a revolving door. And point number 8. I'd say this to anyone who wants to be in the Lord's service. Is there something missing from your life and you're filling that void with opportunities to preach? I knew one woman who apparently is now ordained in the ministry. Maybe things have improved for her since I knew her years ago, but back then she clearly had anger issues. Just make sure before you go into ministry that you've dealt with anger. Someone said that God is more interested in what he can do in us than what he can do through us. There will be plenty of real opportunities to be hurt and offended when you start to move in your call. I'll conclude with this. I am not opposed to women in ministry per se, but anywhere I have seen it, it has been the cause of problems.